Every night, just as I drifted off to sleep, I'd hear the whispering. It was subtle at first, barely noticeable over the hum of city traffic outside my apartment. But then, like clockwork, it would grow louder, echoing through the walls until it was impossible to ignore. "Don't open the door," it warned me, a phrase that clung to my thoughts like a persistent shadow. I never knew which door it meant. The one to my bedroom? The closet? Or perhaps the entrance to my apartment itself? Despite my fear, a morbid curiosity grew within me, a need to understand the cryptic warning that haunted my nights. I began to research the history of the building, digging through old city records and forgotten newspaper articles. The deeper I delved, the more I uncovered about a series of strange disappearances that had plagued the apartment complex decades ago. All the victims had vanished without a trace, leaving behind locked doors and untouched belongings. The common thread in each case was a chilling note left on their doorsteps, bearing the same message: "Don't open the door." The realization that I was living in the epicenter of these mysteries sent shivers down my spine, but I felt compelled to continue my investigation. As the whispers grew more insistent, so did my determination to confront whatever was trying to communicate with me. I set up cameras throughout my apartment, hoping to capture any paranormal activity. It was the footage from the camera in the hallway that finally revealed the truth. In the dead of night, the door to my apartment would creak open on its own, and a shadowy figure would stand just beyond the threshold, whispering the familiar warning. But the figure never entered, as if bound by some unspoken rule. It was both terrifying and oddly reassuring, knowing that it couldn't cross the line. One stormy night, as lightning illuminated the room, I awoke to find the figure standing at the foot of my bed, closer than it had ever been before. Panic surged through me, but before I could react, it leaned in and whispered, "Don't open the door." The next morning, I found a note slipped under my door. It was an eviction notice. The building was being condemned. As I packed my bags, I realized the figure had been protecting me, warning me of a danger I could never have anticipated. As I closed the door behind me for the last time, I understood the real horror was not the ghostly visitor, but the darkness that awaited if I had ignored its warning.